first rule of serving kids cake at a birthday party is that you can't give one kid a much bigger slice of cake than all the rest of them. All the other kids will complain, and I'd say rightly so, that it's not fair. If you step into the workforce and you do the exact same job as somebody else does, and you have similar experience, similar training, and they get paid way more than you do, you'd say that that's not fair. And again, I'd say rightly so. And when you look at the parable that Jesus tells in the gospel this Sunday, what you hear is a situation that sounds like it's not fair. You have a group of day laborers who've been hired at various points of the day, early in the morning, the afternoon, and late in the day. And they are all paid exactly the same day's wage for their work. Regardless if you started in the morning, worked through the heat of the day and sweat and are going home sore and tired, or maybe you worked an hour at the end of the day, you get paid the same. And so understandably, the workers in the parable are complaining. It's not fair. But what you need to understand is that Jesus isn't talking about how businessmen should work their vineyard or their business. He's talking about the kingdom of God. He's talking about the fact that God's invitation for us to work in the vineyard, to be a part of his kingdom, it's gratuitous, it's unmerited. And there are people who hear God's call early in life. And there are people who hear God's call much later in life. And the reward that's promised to all of us, well, it's the same. It's the reward of the kingdom of heaven. And the big difference is once we get to heaven, we're not going to be, wrapped up in jealousy and what's fair and what's not. We're going to celebrate home every soul who attains the kingdom alongside us. The reality is that God is the landowner, is going out and is inviting. Are we willing to answer the call?